Claire?
Yeah, you're fine.
Loud.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Okay, this meeting is now being recorded and the recording will be made available on the Comhairle's website following the meeting. The budget item is made up of 3 parts, items 2A to 2C, which will be taken in the sequence as they appear on the agenda and are detailed in the budget book, which has been shared on SharePoint. The Chief Executive and the Chief Financial Officer will introduce these financial items, and it's necessary to consider these together. Therefore, I propose that the committee consider each report in turn and then come back to the recommendations at item 2A, which is the Budget and Council Tax 26-27 report, together with the recommendations at 2C 1, 2 and 3. Item 1, declaration of interest. As usual, members are asked to declare any interest they have in any items on the agenda, and it would be helpful if members expressed why they're declaring an interest in the item concerned. Are there any declarations? No. In that case, we move on to item 2A. And this report is at section A of the budget folder and details the budget and council tax setting for 26-27 and a forward strategy. And I will ask the Chief Executive and Chief Financial Officer to introduce the reports. Firstly, Mr. Barr.
Thank you, Chair. I'll be very brief because this is perhaps I won't say the easiest, but certainly probably the simplest of the service committee budgets, because my service and Mr. Gomez's service comprise largely employees with a few other responsibilities and budgetary lines. And we present to you, as I have said earlier, a lawful and a balanced budget. I'm here perhaps not as Chief Executive, but as Chief Officer for the service, and as such, I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. And Mr. Gomez, anything you'd like to add?
Nothing really further to add than what the Chief Executive has said in this committee and in previous ones, but happy to take any questions on the details in the report.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions? If not, we'll move on to Part B, and this report is at section B of the budget folder and details the draft budget book 26-27. Insofar as this committee is concerned, please refer to the policy and resources service plans at pages 4 to 9, 10 to 14, 25 to 28, 29 to 30 and 31 to 42. Any questions on that? Oh, item C then is fees and charges. This report is at item C2 of the budget folder and seeks approval of the municipal services fees and charges for 26-27. Bus charges options for 26-27 are detailed at Appendix 1 to the report. The fees and charges for waste collection and disposal are detailed at Appendix 2 to the report, and the environmental health and trading standards fees for 2026-27 are detailed at Appendix 3 to the report. Colm Fraser will speak to the report and answer members' questions. Colm, is there anything you'd like to say? In particular? No.
Just happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Are there any questions from members on this report? No. Okay, we'll move on. Thanks very much. We'll move on to the next one, and that is at item C3 of the budget folder and provides an update on progress with the transition of FADA telecare service to a digital solution and seeks approval for setting of charges for the service from the 1st of April 2026. Malcolm McPherson is available to speak to the report and answer members' questions. Malcolm, is there anything you'd like to just take in questions? Okay. Members, are there any questions on this report? No? Okay, thank you. We will move on then. There are recommendations for paragraph 3.1 for this report. So do members agree the recommendations? Agreed. Thank you very much. And it was the same with the municipal fees and charges. I assume that was a approval as well. Okay, item 3. This item has been withdrawn. So having considered all these items, can we go back to the main report item 2A to conclude the budget items, and for the purpose of recording the minute with reference to items 2A, B and C, can I now confirm, insofar as the committee's interests are concerned, approval of the recommendations in the budget and council tax setting 2026-27 report, together with the recommendations in items 2C, 1 and 2. Agreed. Thanks very much. Okay, we'll move on to the next item on the agenda. And this report concerns the distribution of round 7 of the Crown Estate revenue funding to the Comhairle and recommends an allocation of the funding across core service requirements, strategic projects and community-led distribution. It is suggested that the maximisation of impact and resource at ward level continue to be delivered through a Comhairle Coastal Community Fund targeted at community economic development and wealth building. There's a scheme of administration for the funding at Appendix 1 to the report, and I will ask the Chief Executive to speak to the report. Mr. Barr.
Chair, just a question. I thought this report would have been considered at the budget setting meeting of policy and resources rather than the service committee meeting, the meeting at 2 p.m. rather than, given that this meeting is really to set the budgets for the
For the
chief
department.
executives and finance services.
I'll
But-
check with. Okay.
Chair, if you're prepared to take us an urgent item at 2 o'clock, we can defer this to 2 o'clock and take it then.
Chief Executive?
There is a clear link between the budget report and the report on crime estate distribution, since there is a considerable service element to the crime estate recommendations, and I think it would sit better with the overall budget report than simply with the service reports for our two services.
Yeah. Okay. Are members content to defer it to the next PNR meeting? Yeah. Okay, we shall do that. In that case, I think that brings us to a close. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you at 2 p.m.